All right. Hi, everyone. Hopefully, you have missed us. It is Erica Jefferson with Black Women in Science and Engineering, and we are back for the month of June, and we are going to be talking about. You have missed us. Oh, it is Erica Jefferson with Black Women in Science and Engineering, and we are back for the month of June, and we are going to be talking about. You have missed us. Oh, it is Erica Jefferson with Black Women in Science and Engineering, and we are back for the month of June, and we are going to be talking about. You have missed us. It is Erica Jefferson with Black Women in Science and Engineering, and we are back for the month of June, and we are going to be All right, that did not work. So we are going to go back to our usual plan. We'll start again. Can you hear me, Leslie?
Uh-oh. I can. I just muted my microphone. I think my microphone was providing feedback.
Okay. And so that did not work. I have to figure out in advance how to have both up because I was getting feedback. So we'll start again. So we'll wait till Danyetta comes in and I'll edit this out. I think you're the only viewer right now. So that did not work. So I've got to figure out how you mute that on YouTube because it was just repeating everything I was saying. So that won't work. So, but you can see it. You can split your screen though, right? And you can tell me if there are questions that come in.
Hold on. I'm buffering.
You're buffering? You're on mute. Are you talking? If you're talking, I can't hear you.
So I'm talking to Danyetta now.
Okay.
She does not have the link, and I'm trying to find that link. Somehow it disappeared on me.
I just sent it to you guys.
I know. I logged in with it, but I can't find it right now.
Okay, maybe I didn't send it to the right address, but I sure typed in Fleming _ something at Covenant something.
Well, forward it to me again and see if I can, because right now I see everything except for the link that I just used. So I don't know what happened. Maybe I'm fast fingered and didn't realize I trashed it. Oh, it's kind of a long one. But again, I can't find the link right now either.
Right.
Because you said, where's the link? And I'm like, oh, it was right here. And now I'm like, where the heck is it? Yeah, it disappeared on me. Okay. So Erica, if you can send it again, and then I'll forward it on to Danyetta immediately.
Okay, hopefully.
It's not even in my trash, so I'm not sure what happened. It might be my application that I'm pulling up Gmail in. That's the issue.
Let me know if you got it.
Okay. Goodness.
She sent it to you. Okay.
Well, she sent it to you. She sent it to you too. We just need to make sure that it was to the correct email address. And I'm buffering right now.
Fleming _ Danyetta at.
You got it? She got something. She may have gotten it from you because she didn't get it from me.
Okay.
Okay, where is that? Look at that.
What? Oh, you put on lipstick. Huh.
I did.
I don't have any bright lipstick.
Okay, I think we should be connected.
Oh, that'll be good.
There we go.
All right.
It's getting hot.
She should be joining you shortly.
Hello. Hello, ladies.
She's there.
I'm here.
Right.
Erica? Now, is she buffering? Erica?
Yes.
She went out. I love technology. It's always so perfect. We were talking about driving cars. It's scaring me.
Yes, that is scary. We did a whole report there. The same group that we did the report with for the ransomware also did one for hacking cars. And
Yeah, I saw that. I read the article and I saw where you were cited.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. So, I'm trying to see if she'll be able to conduct the interview. Otherwise, I'll have to, and that could be a scary proposition. Very scary.
No. You got questions. We can go through the questions.
Yeah, because I've been reading a lot of seeing a lot of other articles when it comes to cybersecurity and ransomware.
Yes.
When you talk about cybersecurity,
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's one thing. Now there's something specific that goes along with the ransomware and cybersecurity, right?
That's correct.
So what is that? So what is the difference if you're just talking generic cybersecurity,
Mm-hmm.
and then what makes ransomware just that? And what is the definition of ransomware?
Well, right into the definition of ransomware, what makes it a little bit unique in terms of cybersecurity is that it really gets more into when we're talking about the business of cybersecurity. And when I mean the business of cybersecurity, why are people out there doing this in the first place? And it's because it's to make money. It's a really, I hate to say easy way, but in some ways it is easy for people because you have different versions of how people are able to get a hold of your personal information, other data points, as I like to call it, to be able to attack you. And so in particular with ransomware, what they're doing is coming after your computer, they're coming after your information and your data in your organization and saying, hey, if I hold this for ransom, if I'm able to have a software program that I can launch on your machine that basically either locks you out of your data or it actually encrypts it so that you can't have access to it, but either way, it's the same difference. It's locking you out of your information. Now I have control over your ability to either conduct business, to get to your personal photos, to be able to operate. And as a result, they hold it ransom. So it's just like in the movies, if you're watching, you know, any of the old Westerns and they've got the poor lady tied to a chair and the guy is sitting there saying, look, if you want to see her alive again, you've got to, you know, meet my demands. Well, it's the exact same thing in the digital world with ransomware. Is somebody holding your information hostage, your business hostage, a hospital, it can be governments, even that have been held hostage by ransomware, and they hold them hostage until you meet their demands. And usually their demands are they want money. So they want to be paid in Bitcoin. They want to be paid in some fashion in order for them to release it. And just like in those movies, you know, some of the bad guys will release your information once they get their demands met. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they'll say, well, if you're willing to pay me $200, maybe you'll pay me an extra $100 or $200 before I'm willing to release this information to you. So it's similar to the Wild West. It's similar to any
or even kidnapping for that matter, right?
Yeah, it's similar to any hostage situation movie you've ever watched, where they've got the person and they say, unless you do what I want, you don't get what you have. And so a lot of organizations, actually the white paper that you saw in the article, part of the reason we were able to look at this as a group and say, hey, this is going to be a big issue, is because it was already starting to happen to hospitals. It was already, and it continues to happen to hospitals. You know, they have lots of critical information. It's life or death in many cases.
Right.
The type they have. So they become a big target because they know what's the likelihood you're going to, allow patients or your operations to end as a result of not having the ransom, not paying the ransom. They had a recent case in November of last year, right before we'll get into the WannaCry, which is the recent one, but right before that, they had a case of a government in Indiana, which is our neighbor here.
Right, exactly.
And I think it was Madison. I'm looking at my notes. I think it was like Madison County government. They went and actually took down their entire government system. So
Really?
insurance company told them, pay. Because what is it going to cost you to rebuild all your systems if you haven't backed up, if you haven't done all the things, necessary to be able to recover from it? So they were forced to pay to release their systems. And luckily for them, they did do that after they paid the money.
But how do you pay? So the thing is, right? So someone who is saying, all right, I'm either going to lock out your system or I'm going to encrypt your data to the point where you are unable to do anything. You're basically stifled, right? So, but these attackers are that good that they're able to get money, or, like we just had a recent conversation about blockchain and Bitcoin being a cryptocurrency. So it's really interesting when I even saw like all of the attacks that happened. When was that? Earlier this year in Europe. So it's like, how are these people getting the money? Because they're that good at covering their tracks. They're that good at getting the money too, or the Bitcoin.
They are, and that's part of the reason they do Bitcoin. Because unlike other currencies, if they went and got dollars or they went and got euros, that's a heavily regulated and tracked currency. Where
Right.
Bitcoin is a lot different. I mean, when you transmit Bitcoin to someone, the whole point of it is that you really don't know who's behind it. You don't know how to trace it back to the individual. It's meant to be a currency in which you can trade back and forth between that and other currencies worldwide. And believe it or not, if you actually look at Bitcoin right now, it's actually very strong against the dollar. I think the last time I looked at it, it was about 2,000 or so to 1. It's actually stronger than gold. But
with blockchain, they supposed to be able to track it, all the transactions, because you can't do anything with Bitcoin unless you have a blockchain, or am I wrong about that?
Well, you're not wrong about that, but the ability to track it, I mean, part of the security in those transactions is that you're able to conduct business without there being a lot of information that has to be shared, which is what part of the issue with a lot of the way information is shared, transacted in